Allô, oui, bonsoir. I'm the Mademoiselle and ça se dernier. Wait, shit. Confessalka. I'm the Mademoiselle and ça c'est deuxième Chanel and aujourd'hui we will parler de mettre de l'eau, mermaids, okay? And we're gonna talk about why mermaids kidnap people. It's no secret that throughout centuries, no matter if we're talking about Haiti, Africa, India, China, mermaids like to snatch humans off the face of the earth and into the depths of the ocean. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't, but we want to explore why that is. Now comment down below, no matter where you're from, why do mermaids kidnap people in your country? Do you know someone that's been kidnapped? Why not? I would love to hear your stories down below. I actually do have some stories of, you know, people that I know who've been kidnapped by mermaids. I don't know if I should tell some of them because I really don't remember too much of them. I guess I have to like go ask again and then come back and tell the story. Comment down below if you actually care, because I have to go back, get the stories, and come back here and tell the stories. But let's get started. Before we get started, make sure you guys head to the merch shop. Get your merchandise. 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 Alright, mermaids. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first. The first reason that I've always heard that mermaids kidnap people is because we not shit. Let's be real. Humans, nous pas bon. I would assume mermaids and other creatures or anything, whether we're talking about aliens or anything that's in the water, don't like humans. And that's because we pollute the water. We do a lot of nefarious things in the water that mermaids just quite frankly don't like. So when they see us alone and vulnerable, they're just like, hey, look, it's another one of them motherfuckers. Step one. Okay, let's teach one of these humans a lesson. So why not? It's easy. Okay, it's easy access. Vulnerable by itself, not giving a care in this world. Why not snatch this human and teach it a lesson? That's the first reason I think I've always heard of why mermaids just really snatch humans. Look at the state of the ocean. Shit, the state of the earth, but the state of the ocean. We throw trash in the ocean, oil spills, shit, the fish are dying at a rapid rate, and I'm pretty sure they eat the fish too, but if we don't eat it first, the fish is just dying from all the toxins that we're dumping in the water. If I was a mermaid, I'd kill us and kidnap us too, to be quite honest with you. I can't really be too mad at it. The next one would be ties to the mermaids. Now, of course, this also depends on how you feel about reincarnation and just spiritual ties. But there's no secret that you have a tie to La Sirene or Mami Water or any other type of voodoo or Santeria. Maybe you may have been born because of La Sirene or Mami Water or anything like that. Maybe a mermaid saved your life or your mom's life or your dad's life, something like that. And maybe you have like a very deep fear of water. Whether we're talking about spiritual ties, ancestral ties, or anything like that, a lot of us may have a tie to a higher spiritual being, whether it be this life, a past life, or it may be one of our family members and we know nothing about it. But for whatever reason, every single time you get in the water and you are terrified, you can't even take a bath. I'm one of those, okay? I like literally baths terrify me. Like I just started taking baths, okay? And they still terrify me. I be thinking that something's gonna come through the drain and pull me down, like terrified. For those of you guys who don't know, I did do a whole story time of how Urzuli saved me, and you guys are not aware, Urzuli has a tie to La Sirene. So it's like, who knows? But a lot of people, they do have a tie to lots of different water spirits. So when they get in the water, when they get to river water, when they get to beach water, whatever the case may be, they are vulnerable and their people want them. You might be related to water people and you have no idea that you're related to water people. So now when you're getting in the water, they want you back. This has a lot to do with what you believe in. Maybe you don't believe in that, maybe you do believe in that, whatever the case may be. If you related to the water people, they want their people back. Maybe you are a chosen one. Maybe you are someone who is supposed to feel some sort of destiny in the water. Now you guys probably thinking, bitch, there's a lot of Disney shit. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Whatever the case may be, you might have a special tie to the water, to La Sirene, to mommy water, to whatever type of situation is in the water, and you don't know it yet until you get deep enough in the water and you get snatched. You might remind a mermaid of their lost baby. Now, mermaids actually do suffer losses just like we do. They lose babies, their babies die, whatever the case may be. And when that happens, they do seek other ones, and sometimes they seek humans to replace that loss, whether it be maliciously or innocently. Sometimes you may serve as a just replacement. And if you are at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time, depending on the type of mermaid that seems to seek you, you might be the mermaid's next child. And sometimes they will return you and sometimes they won't. It all depends. More than often not, you're not going to be coming back, and that might be a good thing depending on how good or bad the mermaid's life is underwater. Maybe you might be stolen by a little queen mermaid, maybe you might be stolen by a little peasant mermaid. Whatever the case may be, you are not coming back to earth. You just being plain ignorant. There's so many people out there that are just so fucking dumb, like not understanding that going out at night, especially in Haiti, is not a good idea. Depending on when this video comes out, you guys may have seen my video about not going out at night in Haiti and how one of my cousins passed away because he thought that he could do whatever the fuck he want after he was warned about going out at night in Haiti. Long story short, never go out at night in Haiti, because that is the time for the voodoo people and all the other creepy, scary, crazy things that go out at night. If you go out at night in Haiti, you will have hell to pay. You will get warnings, especially if you ignore those warnings, bad things will happen to you. Now, if you go out in the water at night in Haiti, you just don't like your life. You're asking for a death wish, okay? And for the most part, mermaids really don't like that shit. And there's lots of mermaids and other things in the water that literally do not like appreciate that type of ignorance. And for the most part, when it comes to the water especially, you can't even do things like go out in the water, like just having like going fishing in Haiti without blessing the water and asking for agua or la sirene's type of blessing. You cannot, okay? I repeat, you cannot. If you're a fisherman, if you do anything in the water in Haiti, it is common knowledge that you have to ask for a blessing. You have to ask for any type of sea loa's blessing to be in that water in the first place. Now, you out in the water at night? No, nigga. So the ignorance, it's the ignorance for me. You out at night and you're not asking for a blessing, some bad shit's gonna happen to you, okay? So that's gonna cause your dumb ass to get kidnapped or killed. I don't even think you're gonna kidnap, you're just gonna get killed. That one is just grounds to get killed by a motherfucking mermaid. Like, it just don't make sense. The ones that just want to explore and catch a mermaid. You think you're just about to catch a mermaid for fun? You really think a mermaid is just about to let you go out there and catch them and just post them all over CNN and TMZ and ABC and Fox? Let's be real. We really think that they about to let you catch them and put them all over a Haitian shade room? Do we really think that they about to be like, oh my god, catch me if you can? Like let's be real. Mako point. Stop this exploration situation y'all be trying. There be so many people I be seeing like, oh, we're out to catch a mermaid. We're out to see the mermaids, the wonderful rivers of Haiti. Like, no, nigga. You're not about to catch no damn mermaids. Boy, like, y'all be doing too much. That's surefire way to fuck around and get your ass kidnapped, slash killed, slash scared, slash spooked, slash death. Yes, I said death by a mermaid. I don't even think that's a word. But there's been lots of stories of people literally seeing mermaids or having encounters with mermaids. They come back and they can't even speak. Shit, they can't see. Literally blinded by mermaids, all types of goofy shit. And I guarantee you, you don't want that to happen to you. I actually do have a cousin where literally they did some goofy shit like that. They went to go try to find a mermaid and now they can't speak and they can't talk. And it's been like maybe 20 years. That's what you get. Who sent you? Qui est-ce qui vous you? No one sent you to go try to go find mermaids. Who the fuck you thought you were? The mermaid hunter? And funny enough, the mermaid allegedly came to one of my aunts or whatever, was like, yeah, I did that shit. Fuck, they was coming out looking for me for. To this day, sis still don't speak. Mind y'all business. Stealing from mermaids. We all heard those tales. If you find a mermaid's comb and brush your hair with it, your hair is gonna be really long. Or if you steal a comb from a mermaid, you'll be rich. Whatever the case may be, there's so many different ones. Some are the opposite, whatever the case may be. We all know that stealing is bad, right? Why would you steal from a mermaid? If you don't know where it comes from, don't steal it. There's been so many different stories about mermaids and people stealing from mermaids in different types of cultures, okay? Whether we're talking about Haiti, whether we're talking about China, whether we're talking about Netherlands, there's so many stories and a lot of them don't end well. From whatever stories we're hearing about, there's been so many stories of like mermaids coming about to haunt people that stole shit from them. I don't think you want that to be you. Kibat koyo tuwa. Gen mun kibat koyo tuwa. And get tuwa mun kishita yo alpo bagay yo alvole bagay no met glo ubajo mo yo onko. So many stories of people who go and steal shit from mermaids and you never see them again. Never steal anything from a mermaid. If you see something on the beach, whether it's a purse, a comb, you shouldn't be stealing any shells from the beach anyway because it does mess up the ecosystem. But if it just looks suspicious, if it look a little weird, it don't look like a regular, if it don't look regular, just don't take it. Just don't take it, popcorn. Because mermaids will come back and get their shit, okay? Understand that a lot of mermaids things are one of a kind, you know? A lot of the things that they have are handcrafted by them, you know, under the sea. It's not like they just went to Walmart. I don't think there's mermaid Walmart, y'all. Mbakwas, get magazine. Maybe there is magazine, but I would understand from what I've been told that they shit is handmade. So like you sitting there, you taking a shit, they're not gonna take that too kindly. Imagine you made shit with your hands or someone made something for you by their hands and you sitting there, you stealing it. No, square up. They're not gonna be happy about that. If they want a slave and you happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, they will kidnap you, especially if you did any of those things that I just mentioned in this video. Do not end up being a mermaid slave, because I guarantee you, you will not come back because you will not be able to escape. I don't think I've ever heard any stories of anyone escaping a mermaid's clutches, unless they happen to be on land. I've heard a lot of like Asian-based stories of people like escaping a mermaid's clutches, but it's been extremely rare. You resemble a loved one. Now, mermaids do die, and from what I understand, mermaids can look like people as well, and they do have different faces, and sometimes you may look like them and you may remind them of them, and they may want to go and kidnap you because you remind them of someone that they lost. And in that event, you have to be very, very careful. I don't know what you can do in that point, but understand you can legitimately be kidnapped by a medlo, okay, by a mermaid, if you do remind them of someone, and they are not going to want to let you go. Understand that mermaids can be very, very selfish, and they don't really care about your feelings, and they will only let go if they want to. They will only let you go if it's in their best interest and if you have served their purpose, and if they feel like you're worthy of being let go. In a sense, that's just really what it is. And for the most part, you just gotta make sure you are careful, okay? You gotta be very, very careful. You gotta be very, very like vigilant of what is going on. You don't want to make those mermaids mad because they do, and they can have two different faces. They can be very, very beautiful. They can be very, very, you know, like Disney-like, but they can be very, very terrifying, and they could rip your face off. You just want to stay in their good graces. There's been people that have actually came back after being kidnapped, and they come back with powers. You know, they come back with healing powers. They come back being able to do extraordinary things that are unexplainable. And there's been people that come back not being able to speak, not being able to see. So it really all depends. With that being said, comment down below. Do you have any mermaid story? Do you have anything to add to the conversation? And most importantly, have you ever seen a mermaid? I would love to hear your stories down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all that. Get your merchandise, because why not? With that being said, make sure you guys go follow my other two channels. They're right up there, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.